It's your boy AY, reppin' PC Crew. You already know what it is that we came to do. We be rapping and singing and filming and acting. Yes, we making moves while the rest just reacting. I'm on you, they test slow, see me as I go. So while you hanging out, trying to be in my photo. Opportunities, I'm giving back to the community. Haters wanna step, give me fame, that's all you do to me. Cause people them, they hail us like bread, they toast us. Yeah, we leave some miles above the rest. Head and shoulders like a foster as a parent. We got living in my heart, victory is inherent. Now it's up a better way, you know I'm elevating. Anytime I spit like a church and congregating, I don't deal or no deal, I make deals. Living life in 3D, I'm so real. I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody know me say I am a winner. Yes, I'm a winner. Bless me, yes, I'm a winner. Bless me, I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody know me say I am a winner. Yes, I'm a winner. Welcome to the Supreme Total Fitness Coaching Show. I am your coach, Don Jenkins. You and I, we are winners. We are winners. We are more than conquerors. We give God all the glory. We give God all the praise. We give God all the honor, for you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. We are winners. So we welcome you. We welcome you. We welcome you on this Sunday afternoon to the Supreme Total Fitness Coaching Show, where our motto is, we are getting better and we are moving forward. That's right. We're getting better. We're moving forward one day at a time, one area at a time, one thing at a time. But we are being intentional about seizing the moment of life. We are being intentional about maximizing the time of life, and we're being intentional by moving forward and getting better. I am a holistic coach. Where our coaching is all about the spirit, the body, and the soul. We're all about the whole man, the real man. That's right, who you really are. For you are a spirit. You are housed in a body, and you possess a soul. Yeah. So we focus on the inner man, getting the inner man better, so that the inner man can grow. So ultimate goal is that you become spiritually healthy and spiritually fit. For we fight the good fight of faith. And we got to be spiritually healthy. But we got to be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. And we got to be spiritually fit. And this is a day-by-day journey. But we want you to also be physically healthy and physically fit. So as a health, fitness, and wellness coach, we focus on your temple, taking care of your temple, so that you can be the highest and best expression of who God created you to be. But we focus on the soul. That's your mind, will, and your emotions. And so in order to live at that next level, we got to grow to the next level. That's the mind, the will. We got to keep growing, keep maturing, keep developing and understanding whose we are and whose we are. So we want to be mentally and emotionally healthy and mentally and emotionally fit. Because life is full of ups and downs, changes and turnarounds, good and bad, happy and sad. It's all of that. We all have to go through it. We cannot escape life. But in the midst of the storms and while we're walking through the valleys, the Bible teaches us to count it all joy, to rejoice always. Again, so we want to be emotionally and mentally healthy and emotionally and mentally fit. So if you're looking for a coach, contact me at coachdonj@gmail.com, coachdonj@gmail.com. Well, we're right around the corner from spring. That means time is moving. The days are moving. We're already in March 19th, couple days away from spring. The winter has came and the winter is passing by. So this year, we said 2023 was the year of total transformation. Total transformation. So we got to keep the vision in front of us. We got to stay on course. And we're talking about totally transformation, the inner man. We're talking about growing to the next level so that we can go to the next level, so that we can glow, let our light shine at that next level. So this is being intentional, disciplined, consistent, and committed about getting better. This is what this is all about. No matter how old you are, you can still get better. You can get better as a person. You can get better as a spouse. You can get better as a father or a mother. You can get better as a wife or a husband. You can get better as a brother or a sister. You can get better as a community leader. You can get better at whatever you do. You still can get better. And we're all talking about getting better. We're talking about appreciating the gift of life that God has given us and seizing the moment of it and maximizing the time that he's given us so that we can continue to let our light shine by getting better and brighter. That's what this is all about, getting better and brighter. Not being satisfied of everything we have achieved and things that we have accomplished, but maximizing the time that God has given us by getting better and brighter. That's what this is all about. So now we gotta keep it real. So over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about the keys to total transformation. We talked about change is constant. It's already March 19th. Spring is a couple of days away. Summer is right around the corner. We're at the quarter of the year. You're getting older, I'm getting older, your children are getting older, the days are moving on faster. So change is constantly happening. So now we say, slow down. And figure out what's really important. What's really important. So when we talked about the keys to total transformation, we talked about self-examining ourselves. Yeah, slow down. And let's run the film on ourselves. Let's see, where are we? The pie of life. Not the pie. There's a spiritual part. There's a health part. There's a career part. There's an educational part. There's a family part. There's a financial part. There's a social part. That's the pie of life. Many of us have succeeded in some parts of the pie, but we have neglected many other parts of the pie. So individually, if we're going to get better, we must examine where we are. As a holistic coach, that's where we begin. We begin with real talk, not the delusional talk, not the fantasy talk, but we talk about the real talk. Where are you spiritually? Where are you physically? Where are you in your health? Spiritual health, physical health, mental health, emotional health. These are the driving factors and forces that are in your life. So we want to deal with that self-examination. Write the vision. We talked about the vision. What is it? Where do you want to improve? Why do you want to improve it? And what do we need to do on a daily basis to make the necessary transformation, the change, so that we're growing and getting better and brighter? Real talk, not fantasy talk, not dreaming and hoping, but making your vision become practical. How that personally, you can personally progress, advance, get better. So we said, once we examine our own behavior and beliefs, then we figure out what we really want to work on. Then we go from self-examination to self-discipline. See, as a coach, I can want it for you, but I can't walk with you 24 hours, 7 days a week. There's something you have to do. Self-discipline. You have to develop the practical principles on a daily basis that helps you grow and go forward in your day-to-day life. Not just from a spiritual perspective, but also from a physical perspective and a mental and emotional perspective. Self-discipline. If we keep doing what we're doing, we keep getting what we're getting. So we're just deceiving ourselves. And then we talked about, because self-discipline will lead us into self-improvement. I don't know about you, but I want to improve. I want to grow. I want to develop. I want to continuously get better. Yeah, as a person, as an individual, as a blessing. God, you are a gift of God. You're a blessing of God. So improve the blessing that God put on you. How do you get better? How can you get better? What do you need to do? What do you need to improve? So self-discipline leads to self-improvement. Self-improvement leads to self-development. And that self-development leads to self-growth. That's living at a higher level, living at a better level, living at a greater level. Self-growth. That means living at a higher level, living at a better level, living at a greater level. Watch this. From the inside out. Not based on stuff and things, but based on who you are, your mental, your emotional, your physical, and your spiritual. That's what I'm talking about. Holistic coaching, spiritual growth. Now, you gotta be serious and you gotta be committed, because it's not gonna happen overnight. Nothing does. Anything worthwhile, a building or growing, takes hard work and focus and commitment. So what we're saying is work on you. This is a year of self-care, total transformation, where you change on the inside. You get better on the inside, so you get better on the outside. How you treat people, how you love people, how you have compassion towards people. Get better on the inside so that you can get better on the outside, so that you leave that legacy, that impact, that influence in your circle, in the land that you live in, called Earth. The meaningful things. You are meaningful, you are valuable, you are special to those folks that your family and your loved ones, your spouse and your children, and those that in your circle. You are valuable and special. The gift that God gave you, nobody can be you the way you be you. When you be you, valuable. And when you pour out and pour in and make a difference in somebody's life, that's major. That's a gift that you're giving back to helping someone else get better. So as you get better, then your world gets better. Ooh, if I was preaching, I'm preaching now. So we're not talking about the image that we try to portray. We're not talking about the accomplishments that we have done. Well done. We're talking about you as a person, the inner you. We all can get better on the inside out. So then we took this teaching about life application, self-care, transformation. And then last week we went into learning how to invest in yourself. Now, many times we invest in ourselves from outward appearance, what we want people to see, the cars, the house, the clothes, the hair, all the stuff that looks good on the outside, but has nothing to do with who you are, the inside, the spiritual person, the physical person, the mental and emotional person. So now we're talking about learning how to invest in yourself. So when we talk about this is a year of total transformation, that means change, total change, not semi-change, but total change. That means you're growing spiritually, you're growing physically, you're growing mentally, you're growing emotionally. Your relationships are more healthier with family, friends, and all mankind. Healthy relationships, not toxic. I'm talking, zoom in, come on in. We're not talking about the things that you have accomplished. We're not talking about those things. We're talking about you, the person, the valuable person, the gift of God that you are. Every gift and perfect gift comes, but you are a gift. And we're talking about learning how to take care of the gift that God has gifted this world. And so we're talking about not the things that we try to portray on the outside, but who God created you. Come on, talk to me on the inside. So as a holistic coach, we focus on the real you. How you think, how you feel, the things you do, how you get better, because you're valuable. And the better you get, the better you become. The better spiritually you get, the better spiritually you become. The better physically you get, the better physically you become. The healthier, the fitter, the tighter, the toner. The more you're able to do at the age that you're at. You still got the right attitude, mental, and the right energy, emotional, to deal with this thing called life. So we're talking about learning how to go to the next, grow to the next level. Grow to the next level. So we were conditioned and taught, woohoo, we're moving forward, we're going to the next level, we get all hyped, we get all energy. That's just like I'm an ex-athlete, being in the locker room right before a game, and we getting all pumped, yeah, whoa, come on. But when the game starts, that's when you have to put the practical principles in place. That's when you got to get in the proper position. That's when you got to perform at a higher level. You'll wish it. So the first point, I keep saying this, you got to grow to the next level in order for you to go to the next level. You don't go, you grow to go. Like in school. You don't go to the next grade until you grow. You got to pass the core. You got to grow mentally, emotionally. You got to grow so that you can go. When it comes to your spiritual walk, when it comes to your health and wellness and fitness walk, when it comes to your mental and emotion, you have to grow. You cannot allow the same things that got on your nerves last year to continue to get on your nerves. You're not growing mentally. You're not growing emotionally. Things I used to do, I don't do no more. Places I used to go, I don't go no more. It's called growth. The things that used to get under my skin doesn't get under my skin now. It's called growth. Be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. Because the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. We got to grow. And how we respond to people, how we perceive the issues of life. We got to grow. We got to grow when we're walking through the valley of the shadow of death. We got to grow. What can we learn in this situation? So when we go through it again, we go through it with the right attitude and the right energy. I will rejoice. Again, I say rejoice. Rejoice always. Again, I say rejoice. For this is the day that the Lord has. Let us rejoice and be glad. That's a mental, and that's the emotional. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So I got to grow. That's what we do as holistic coach. How you grow as a person on the inside. Do you see this? Act like this is a glass. Do you see the glass half empty or do you see the glass half full? Yeah. It's called how are you growing? Are the same issues year after year stopping you from growing to the next level? From a spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional and relationship standpoint. Are the same things making you upset and mad? The same pots, I call them bumps in the road. When you hit that pothole or that bump in the road, are you mature enough this time to not to respond like you did last time? Can you still love someone that doesn't act right? That doesn't talk right or do right? Because God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever shall believe in him shall not perish and have everlasting life. He demonstrated his love towards us while we were yet sinners. Christ died for us. Meaning when we wasn't on the same page, when we wasn't in alignment, we wasn't thinking about him, acting like him, he still became a living sacrifice for you and I. So when other people aren't on our page, ain't even thinking like us, ain't acting like us, don't want to, can you still love them? From a mental and emotional standpoint, spiritual standpoint. I'm talking about growth. You're still here for a purpose. Through God, my levels for somebody. God ain't finished with you yet. You should, as we said, that change is constant, so we should be getting wiser in time. And the wiser we become, the better we become. See, wisdom is seeing things from God's perspective and not from man's perspective. Ooh, the higher, the better, the greater level. That's what we teach you in this holistic coaching. It's about getting better. You're already anointed. God has already anointed you with your own special gift. Now get that better. Make that better. So we talked last week about investing in yourself, which means putting in time, money, and energy into improving your current condition and your future life. Did somebody hear me? Investing time energy, money into improving your current, right now situation from a spiritual, physical, mental, emotional relationship and your future. When you invest in yourself, this is part two, so I'm already starting off. I just gave you a quick background of what we've been talking about so far in March. Now we're about to shift into a little bit of last week and then shift into what we're talking about this week. We talked about investing in yourself. Watch this. It's probably one of the best investments that you can do for yourself. Why? Because you're not investing in clothes or hair or nails or stuff that it's gone once you spend it. It's what you want, but not necessarily what you need. So you're just a high consumer. When you invest in yourself, that money comes back to you. And it makes you better. You know where your money's at. It's a great investment when you learn how to take care of yourself. You become better, bigger, and brighter. Woo! Bigger than you are right now because you have improved. You have defined yourself. So invest in yourself. We talked about there's three things, we talked about there's three foundational things that helps you when you invest in yourself. It helps you get in order. Helps me get in order. Now we have to, we slow down and we self-examine ourselves. And there's some changes we have to make. So order means we start to restructure how we live it, the way we live it. And then we start to put new systems, practical principles, practical things that's going to help us daily get better. This is a marathon, not a sprint. This is not download an app and bam, and from the inside you immediately think differently, feel differently, act differently, look differently. Your spiritual growth. No, this is a daily walk. God gives us 24 hours a day, one day at a time. So that's why I started this whole process as a coach, that you have to be intentional every day about doing something different. Because if I keep doing the same thing, I'm going to keep getting the same outcome. It's 2023. Spring is almost here, and some of us are still doing what we did back in 2020, 2019, 2015, 2022. Keep talking, but we're not changing. Everything else is changing, but spiritually we haven't really grown. And health-wise, we haven't really grown. We're not healthier. We're not taller. We're not tighter. Mentally and emotionally, we're all over the place year after year. So we haven't got stronger or better. So invest in yourself. So we gotta get that structure right. Then we gotta get the discipline right. The discipline is the training, the practicing. Woo! The developing. Ooh, that's where the change comes from. As an ex-athlete, right now it's March Madness, a great example. It's March Madness. A lot of these college athletes, they're young teenagers. Maybe some of them maybe just got into, they might be 20, 21. Most of them 18, 19, 20, 21, somewhere in that bracket. But, when they were in middle school and high school, they had a attraction to basketball, so they practice their skills. And why most folks go to school and they go home, after school they have to practice for a couple hours, and then they on the off season they practice on their own. They put the work in to grow and to get better. then they grow to the next level from high school to college. And now, if their teams get better, they grow to this thing called March Madness. And it took a lot of discipline, a lot of practicing, a lot of training to be able to grow and perform at the level that they're at right now. Ooh, I'm teaching and preaching up in here. And if you want to lose that weight, you got to put the work in. You got to put the practice in, the training in, for the developing the toneness, the developing the tightness, to developing the weight loss. It just doesn't happen because you think about it. It doesn't happen because you want it. You got to now become disciplined to do the things that you need to do. That's the change, the discipline. Because it's easy to keep doing the same thing I did in 2022, 2021. It's all make excuse, procrastination, and always talk myself out of doing what I know I should be doing. Coach, if this was a preaching show, you preaching now. And then it's a commitment. It's a vow. It's a pledge. So self-care is a commitment. It's a vow you make that I'm going to do what I got to do, no matter how difficult or how hard it is. I got to invest in myself. Because as I get better, I become better. So it's about change. Listen to me. Come here. Come here. You can do it. I told you that. There's so many people out there doing it. But you gotta change. You can't just keep talking. Action speaks louder than words. You gotta self-examine and be honest. And if you need help, raise your hand. We all need help because you can only go but so far by yourself. Those athletes in March Madness, they got something that you and I should have. A coach. A coach pushes them beyond what they will push themselves. A coach helps them with self-accountability. A coach helps them improve and get better. So if the elite performers are doing that, if you and I want to become elite, then we need to do that too. So we talked about last week, investing in yourself by, number one, prioritizing your health. You know, as a holistic coach, I will always talk to you for the rest of your life, as long as God has blessed me on this side of life, about your health. You're going to always need your health. Your health is not a fad or a fad. Your health needs to become a lifestyle, what you do. And if you're really spiritual, where you're really totally committed in your spiritual walk, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, and all that good stuff, that's good. But do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit? You were bought with a price. So therefore, glorify God in your body and spirit. Read 1 Corinthians 6:19 and 20. 1 Corinthians 10:31. Whatever you eat, whatever you drink, whatever you do to the glory of God. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice. Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health. I believe it's the will of God that you and I be in health. So as a health coach, you will always hear me prioritizing your health. Not just losing the weight, but learn how to keep the weight off. Not just toning up, but learning how to make it a lifestyle where you stay healthy and fit. It's not what you do for 3 months to 6 months. No, it's what you do all the time. Like showering, like brushing your teeth, like putting on new clothes every day. You prioritize your health on it. You got to change the way you think so that you change the things you do so that you change the way you live. Now, if I was preaching, there you go again. As a man thinketh, so is he. So you got to change your priorities. You know, that's one of the things that I have realized when I've got 40, 50, 60. When you get, the older you get, you start to see life differently. And you have to recondition the way you think. And the older you get, you realize some of the things that I thought that was super important because the society gave me a narrative and I believed it. Now I realize they're not as important as some of the other things like my health. The older you get, the more important you take care of your health. And sooner or later, you as a leader, you are a leader in your home. You're a leader in your family. You're a leader in you got to pass the right things to your children. And your children got to pass it to their children. So we got to change how we eat. Y'all ain't talking to me. And what we eat. And we can't keep fighting it. Just because it tastes good. Everything good is not always good for you. So if you're going to invest in yourself, you got to prioritize your health. Invest in the right kind of foods that are going to make your body healthier. It presents health diseases and all kind of illness. It helps prevent. It controls your blood pressure, your cholesterol. It strengthens your heart. It reduces stress. It decreases the risk of diabetes, heart disease, some forms of cancer. When we learn how to prioritize our health from a health standpoint, we get better. So your thinking has to change. Some of us, when we wake up, we don't even think health. We just wake up and we just keep doing what we always did. And if we keep doing what we always did, we're going to keep getting what we always got. So we got to learn how to invest in your health. Learn again. You know, I always use this example. I got to move on, but I always use this example. It's like that car you're driving right now. You got to put the right gas in that car. Every 3 months, you got to get that oil change. You got to constantly get it tuned up every year. You got to change your tires so that your car can perform in the way it was created to perform, to get you to the destination that you're trying to get to on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. If you don't put the right gas in your car, if you don't change your oil, you don't change your fluids, if you don't tune it up, you don't change your tires, what's going to stay with me? Eventually your car is going to malfunction. Then eventually it's going to break down. Then you got to invest much more just to get it to start to perform again. Same thing with the human body, the way God created it. If you don't put the right foods and you don't fuel your body, and if you're not constantly tuning it up, toning and tightening, exercise, and if you're not changing your tires on a periodical basis, if you're not constantly, doing what you need to do to take care of that temple, then eventually it's going to malfunction. And then it's going to break down. You're going to be overweight, and overweight leads to obesity. And then the risk of heart diseases and certain types of cancers and high blood pressure and diabetes and all that other stuff. Now you got to deal with that. And the common denominator is that you are in control of what you do. So prioritize your health. Prioritize your fitness. Health and fitness, two separate things. So exercise. Make time for it. Invest into it. Sometimes you have to turn the TV off or get off the social media to do what you need to do to self-care yourself. You got to invest in your health. You got to invest in your fitness. That means put time, energy, and money into it. Reprioritize what's important. Got a closet full of shoes and clothes. That's for the outer image. Let's lead by example and teach our children and our children's children the value of being healthy so that they can start young and make it a part of what they do. This is just what I do. I'm a health coach, I'm a fitness coach, I'm a wellness coach, I'm a holistic coach, I'm certified. But it's what I do. When I wake up, I have a choice. Every day we got choices. I can choose the oatmeal, the fruit, the apple. That's what I like to go to. That's my go-to in the morning, oatmeal or apple a day keeps it out. I go to it. Or you can choose to stop the McDonald's, get the sausage, egg, and beans, or you can go to Dunkin' Donuts and get your door. We're making choices all day long. That's why I say you got to change your thinking. You got to prioritize your health because every day you choose. You can choose to exercise, or you can choose to come home, take yourself something tired, and put on social media and watch your favorite TV shows. Or you can choose to say, before I go home, I'm going to stop to the gym. I'm going to get on that treadmill. I'm going to take that Zumba class. I'm going to do that water aerobics class. I'm going to get on that spin bike. I'm going to take that yoga. I'm going to do that dance. I'm going to invest in my health, and I'm going to invest in my fitness. I'm going to take care of this temple that God gave me. I'm going to live a practical life here on earth, doing it from a spiritual perspective. I pray that you will prosper in all things and be in health just as your soul prospers. So is your mind and your will, your emotions. I got to think different so that I do different, so that I live different. And I want to live at a better level, higher level, which is a greater level. Better, higher, and greater. So the goal is to get better. So we ended last week. Oh my God. I got to hurry up. So we ended last week, talked about, and then invested into a coach. And we ran through it real quick. So I'm going to hit that real fast, and then I'm going to hit part 2 about the benefits of investing into a coach. Investing into a health coach is a smart choice for many reasons. Whether you are looking to lose weight, gain energy, reduce stress, whether you're looking for nutritional help or wellness help. When you invest into a coach, it's you're investing into someone to support you, to help you, to encourage you, to motivate you, to educate you on your journey to a wellness lifestyle. It's a great investment. It's a great investment investing into a trainer, investing into a coach. They're here to support your vision and your dreams that you have for you and your family, your loved ones, your church, your ministry, your business, whatever it is. Now, the wise people, the smart people, the elite folks are the folks that are determined and dedicated to go to that next level. They put their money where their mouth is. So that's why you got business coaches. That's why you have financial coaches. That's why you have life coaches. That's why you have music coaches. That's why you have wellness coaches. That's why you have dance coaches. I think I just said dance coaches. That's why you have acting coaches. That's why you have marketing coaches. You have nutritional coaches. You have financial coaches. So in whatever area, remember the pie, not just the pie of life, some areas that we got going good. Most of us got 2 or 3 areas in that pie of life. But in those other areas, the areas that you want to improve, the elite, the wise, the serious, the real ones, they invest into a coach. They invest into a piano coach. They invest into a music coach. They invest into an acting coach. They invest into a business coach. They invest into a marketing coach. They invest into a life coach. They invest into a wellness coach. They invest into a nutritional coach. And the coach is there to help change your behavior. Did you hear what I said? Because if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. So, of course, what an investment to invest in somebody who's going to help you. Feel better, look better, live better, be better. What a great investment. That's why you got to change your thinking. It's a smart investment. Because if it was easy, you would have already done it. So that's a sign that you need a coach or a trainer. Invest in yourself. When all the areas that I mentioned in life, people are investing in the coach that helps them grow. You remember the 3 G's. The next level or another level, the first step is to grow. And once you grow, then you can go. Once you go, then you can glow. You can light it up. That's by making the improvement and making the development. So to invest in yourself is one of the major factors, is to invest into a coach. You got educational coaches. You got nutritional coaches. They help you eat better. You got wellness coaches. You got physical fitness coaches. You got holistic coaches, transformational coaches. So in order for you to get better, what a great investment. Here it is. You know where your money's going. It's going back into you getting better. Because your coach is going to support you and to encourage you and to help you and to motivate you and to hold you accountable of getting better. What an investment. You can go on a trip and you can go out on the mall and you can just drop $300, $600, $800 just like that. When you look throughout the week and all the junk food and fast food and stuff that you've dropped, you're just throwing the money away. But when you invest into a coach or you invest into a trainer or mentor, it's going back into you. It's empowering you. That is why coaches are so popular. That's why the coaches are so popular. Because it helps, if it's a sports coach, takes the athlete to the next level. If it's an entertaining coach, it takes that person and entertainment to another level. If it's, whether it's a musical coach, what do you call those people who help you with singing, whatever those coaches are, vocal coaches. They got writing coaches, people that help you if you're trying to write that book or whatever. They got coaches. So, dance coaches, track coaches, business coaches, marketing coaches, financial coaches. So whatever you're trying to get better in, it's a very smart investment when you invest back into yourself. And that coach is there to support you in accountability, in discipline, in motivation, developing practical principles. Those are daily practical principles. And how you get better and you change. They got weight loss coaches. They got spiritual coaches. I'm a spiritual coach. To help you grow so that you can go, so that you can glow at the greater level. Something that you're not able to do on your own. And usually those are the people that are really serious about change. Those are the people that are really ready, really ready to grow to the next level. So instead of just throwing some of their money away on stuff and things, they invest into themselves. What it does is it upgrades all of your areas. So when you invest into a holistic coach like me, it helps you upgrade your life from a spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional and relationship standpoint. Wow. And what does the coach do? Not only does he challenge you, but he coaches you, which means you have to practice a certain behavior until you master or improve that behavior. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is not going to happen overnight. So meaning that you're going to make mistakes, because that is life. We're human. None of us is perfect. We're not always going to do what we're supposed to do. But the good thing about a coach is we get you back on track. We learn from our mistakes. We grow from our mistakes. So eventually we change that behavior. Like you're eating, that's not going to change overnight. But sooner or later, it should change the way you think about what you put in your body. And you have to learn how to fuel, F-U-E-L, fuel your body and not fill your body with junk. We were taught to fill our bodies up, and most of the time we fill it up with stuff that's not good for it. So now we want to fuel our body with the stuff that improves it. And no matter how old you are, you're still on a mission to impact somebody's life. You're still on a mission to make a difference in somebody's life. So the healthier you are from a mental and an emotional and a physical standpoint, the more you're able to use the gift that God has empowered you with to make a difference in the lives of those who are in your circle, of those who come in contact with you. And the more healthy you are, the more positive you are, the more less stressed you are, the more energy you have, and the more you can give out. When you're tired, you don't feel like doing nothing. And sometimes you snap, say the wrong thing, you do the wrong things. It's easy to do that. We learn how to do that. So we try to train you on adjusting from a health coach perspective what you put in your system. We try to help change your behavior on what you do on a day-to-day basis. Those are the two most important things. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a change. Change what you put in your body and change what you do for your body. And we have to develop that new habit, that new way of doing things. And watch this. And we can't keep doing the same thing, because what happens is you reach a plateau, start to progress, you feel better, and then you stop progressing. So we're constantly changing routines and programs so that you're constantly moving forward and getting better. And that's what this whole movement is about. The growth of you getting better and moving forward. And that's a daily walk. You can't download an app and just snap your finger and believe it's going to happen. No, it's a lifestyle change. And a lifestyle change changes with life, and life changes all the time. So you have to constantly be always changing. Change your jobs, change where you move at. You still got to keep changing. You can't quit. Can't live on what you did yesterday. You got to keep making whatever changes into this day. And hopefully you pass it on to your children and your children's children. So, executive coach, because I've done some executive coaching. It's great for your teams, great for your staff, whether you got a business or ministry. Because the healthier you are, the better you are. The more energy you can give, the more productive you can become. So we as a coach, we help businesses, executives, we help leaders, pastors, business people, because you know the importance of getting better in your business, or as that executive, or as that leader. And you have to constantly give your energy to make those around you better. So the healthier you are, the better you become, and the better you become, the better those that you're leading hopefully become. So the big boys, they invest in coaches. So if your business, your ministry, your family, your circle is sick and tired of being sick and tired, being sick and tired, and you're ready for a transformational change, get you a coach or contact Coach Don J at gmail.com. Coach Don J at gmail.com. No more procrastinating. It's already the 19th of March. Time is moving. You got to break the cycle. You got to do something different to see something new. I'm dropping some nuggets on you guys, but that's what a coach does. But he also challenges you guys. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you know you need help, and you know you need change, stop making excuses and stop procrastinating. Just do it. That's Nike's. Just do it. Because if you keep doing what you're doing, they call that insane. You're going to keep getting what you're getting. Humble yourself. I said this before. And you don't have to call me Coach Don. Get your coach wherever you are. If you call Coach Don, we do in person and we also do virtual. We're just to help those who want to help. And it's not going to happen overnight. You got to be willing to do the work. As I was telling somebody yesterday, a couple of people yesterday, you got to put the work in. And the work by putting the work in is where the change comes in. And most people struggle with putting the work in because it's not easy. Because if it was easy, you would have already done it. But you got to put the work in if you want to see the change. Those coaches that are coaching those people in March Madness, their team has to constantly put the work in if they want to keep growing to the next level. They're not just going to go to the national championship because they think about it and dream about it. They got to earn it. They got to make it happen. They got to put the work in. They overcome obstacles and challenges and difficult times and mistakes. Because none of us is perfect. They're going to turn the ball over and make bad shots. But you got to stay focused and never give up, never quit, never lose hope. I'm talking about self-care. I'm talking about you. Self-examine, self-discipline, self-improve, self-growth, self-development. I'm talking about investing in your health, investing in your fitness, investing in your well-being. It's a great investment. And one of the best ways you do that by investing to a coach. A coach is a supporter. He's a challenger. He's a trainer. He's a teacher. To help you get better, to help your family, your children, to help your business, your ministry. I'm in conversation right now with someone. They got big ministry. And they see my gift and they're like, we got to get you to come. And help be the spark of not just changing our lives, but those who we're connected to, the big ministry lives, from a health and wellness perspective. Because we know how to do church, but do we know how to do health and wellness? We need somebody like you. So we're still in the beginning stages, but as an executive coach, this is what we do. But if you don't look at your health as a priority, you'll just keep making excuses until the doctor says you better do it or else. And most of the time it's too late because mentally you don't have the willpower or the discipline to make the changes that you should have already made. Hire you a coach. Hire you a trainer. Get you a mentor. All three of them are designed to make you better. And it's all about getting better and moving forward. I believe God has great plans for all of us. I believe we all could have some necessary changes for improvement. So we should always be intentional about self-examining our holistic walk and being honest with ourselves and where we need to make the progress and the proper changes. But I believe God wants you to be the spark to help somebody in your circle, in your community, in your family, or your business and your ministry to make that difference. And the healthier you are, the fitter you are, the more you're able to do. You don't get tired. You don't. Your knees ain't bothering you. Your back's not hurting. Your ankles aren't swollen. Your heart's strong enough where you can keep doing what you've been called to do. Make a difference in the lives of the people that are in your life. And pass that torch down to your children. Teach them the values of health. Teach them the value of fitness. And the best way to teach them is you live it before them. Kids usually do what they see, not necessarily what you say. Be that walking, living epistle before them. Train up a child in the way they should go. When they get old, they will not depart from it. So, the month of March, we're talking about, we're reminding you and I about the vision we set for 2023, which is this is a year of total transformation. We're not just going to talk it and then say, this is our year. No, we got to keep the vision in front of us. We got to keep looking at where we are, what we need to do, how far we've came, how much farther we got to go. We got to keep having these real talks. So some of us have got off the wagon. Some of us have continued to do the same thing we did last year. We haven't done anything. And we know we need to do something. I'm talking to you. You're the one I'm talking to right now. You're the one, you thought you just happened to tune in, but there's a reason why you tune in. You were led to tune in to hear something that came out of my mouth. Then I'm talking to you. Contact me at CoachDonJ@G. The first thing we need to do is have a conversation. That's a step forward. It's better than not doing nothing. You made a step. Then we'll figure the rest out. But you got to make the move. I'm here. I'm here. My calling is to help people from a spiritual, physical, mental, emotional standpoint. I know it's hard. If it was easy, you would have already done it. But if you really are serious about this and you're ready to make some changes, or you know you need to make some changes, then we're going to meet you where you are. And we're going to talk just like I'm talking now. We're going to keep it real. And we're going to develop a program and a plan. And we're going to address it and attack it one day at a time. We're going to set some short-term goals and some long-term goals. And that's where the accountability part comes in. We're going to run into some tough times and some hard times because life is full of ups and downs and changes. Nothing happens the way it wanted. The Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. Put it on tablet. Put it on paper. That he who reads it may run. Habakkuk 2:2. Then it says, but at the end, though it may tarry means it's not going to happen the way you want it to happen. But if we keep looking at the vision, we keep running at the vision, we keep our focus. We're on a mission. We're on a mission. I got to lose the weight. I got to keep the weight off. I'm going to be healthy. We're on a mission to make a change, to make my family better, to make my life better, to make my business better, to make my ministry better. We're on a mission to be healthier, fitter, and live a well life, to be well-being individuals with purpose. God has already put it in you. Now you need the energy and the mindset to overcome it, because you're an overcomer, but you got to have the energy and the mindset to overcome. You got to do the work. Faith without works is dead. You got to be a doer, not a hearer, or you're deceiving yourself. And that's what we're here for. We're here to say, look, If it was easy, you and I wouldn't be having this conversation. So let's keep that up front. You're going to have some bump in the roads. It's not going to happen the way you want it to happen. I wish life was that easy. But you can't quit just because you didn't do it. You can't give up just because it's hard. You got to make adjustments. Life is about adapting and adjusting with the right attitude and the right energy. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help those who want to be helped. Find you a coach or call Coach Don. When you get somebody like me, you get the holistic part because I care about people. You'll get my heart. But you got to do the work. And most of my, I wouldn't say all, most of my clients, whether it's from a company perspective or individuals, majority of them I can say has had success. There's a 15, 20% of those didn't want to make the changes. They wanted to make the changes in their head, but in their actions, they couldn't do it. Because we are creatures of habit, and they couldn't break their old habits. And that's why the first battle is the battle of the mind. You got to change the way you think so that you change the things you do, so that you change the way you live. And the lifestyle change is not going to change until the mindset changes. And if the mindset doesn't change, then your daily, weekly, monthly behavior is not going to change. You're wishing for it to happen. Where when it comes to health and wellness and fitness, you have to make it happen. But we're right here walking side by side with you. Never give up. We will never give up on you. But you can't give up on yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your coach, Don Jenkins, with our message for the day. Invest into yourself and invest into a coach that will help you in your business and ministry and family and loved ones grow to that next level so that you can go to that next level so that you can glow. Weight loss, toneness, tightness, more energy, less stress, healthier, fitter, so that you can glow spiritually, so that you can walk this spiritual walk victoriously. You can glow at that next level. I'm your coach, Don Jenkins. Do me a favor, like this. If there was something that added value to you, that would encourage you or challenge you, share it with one person. One person. Share it with one person. Because we want to impact one life at a time. I think you're the life. I think you're the life that we want to impact. But I think you have somebody in your circle that needs to be impacted by somebody like me too. So share this with somebody. Like this to encourage me back. My channel, YouTube, is Supreme Total Fitness. Subscribe to that channel. I'm learning this. I've got gray, I'm old guy. The more people subscribe to it, the more, however that system works, that we can impact lives. And I'm not looking for the masses, but if I can make a difference in your life and somebody else, then I'm making a difference. So I'm not looking for the masses. I'm looking for you. And you know somebody who needs me too. And I need you to tell somebody about Coach Don. God bless you. I pray that you got something out of this. Like it, share it, encourage me back by liking it, and encourage me back by sharing it, and then really encourage me back by subscribing to the channel. Have a great day on purpose. I'm your coach, Don Jenkins. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest into a coach. Blessings.